to The John Show with your host, John Doogie Clouser.
All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Clouser. And, this is episode 175. Holy shit. Holy hell. So you might be wondering, John, what the hell is going on? I know. Hold on. And then I said, let there be light. There's more light there. Okay, so what's going on, everyone? How are you? So you might be like, John, why are you putting your shirt on? What is going on? You normally are all put together. You're ready to rock and roll before the show even starts. So what's going on this time? Well, this is the thing. I have some family coming in. I have family back east coming in. So I have to, they just landed. And I have, a good, 40 minutes they have to get their bags. Then they have to get, the rental car. Then they have to drive. So, I feel like I have a little bit of time. And I'm like, you know what, John, you need to just go ahead and do this podcast now. Because I'm not going to have any time. They're here till, I believe, next Wednesday. It's insane how much time they're here. And they're just going to be in and out doing their thing. But I'm not going to be, whenever I'm actually in and available, I'm not going to be able to hang out with them. Oh, you decided to come in here, didn't you? You guys want to meet somebody? Everyone, this is Lola. Say hi, Lola. Yeah, she doesn't really talk that much. She is an adorable little dog. She's a Cavapoo. She is just over 1 year old. And, she's great. Hold on. Go lay on your bed. Fordsville, Missouri, which is right outside of Springfield. That's where that little stinker was born. She's a little country dog. It's hilarious. So you don't know this, right? So I had some prime rib and eat last night, and prime rib and rice. That's usually what I eat. And then I have fat, and I usually cook butter with salt and pepper with some adobo, all season, onions. Just a bunch of basil, just a bunch of different flavors, right? Or seasonings. And then usually I'll save a little bit of fat, just a baby piece of fat for Lola, and have a little bit of tiny piece of meat on it, just a little tiny piece. And I swear to God, guys, I gave that to her, and I've never seen her tail wag so. She's like, oh my God, that is right. And I'm like, oh, that is it. You're a little country dog. That's how I know she's my dog, because I love fucking steak, so I love beef, and she's like, fuck yeah, dude, I love beef. But yeah, she's the best thing in the world. She's an amazing little doggy. I just taught her we just learned how to speak. She ate dinner, and she had her greenie. She has a greenie every night, just one, and it's hilarious because I'll be like, do you want a... And then I bet she's going to run in here. She might run in here. I shouldn't have said that because I have the door open in the office. So, because I'm like, well, I know the family's going to be coming in, because I just told them the door's unlocked, so just walk on in, because I'm going to be doing some recording. Because that's the whole problem. I wanted to record this because I'm not going to have any time the rest of the week. So it's mostly going to be work. And then when I'm done with work for the week, it's going to be just golf. So it's going to be real fun. And just, good seeing, some family, you offer them the ability to come and visit you, and they actually take you up on it. It's so funny. Right before I started this podcast, I was coming home, and I'm like, John, you should probably maybe eat something, but I'm like, I really don't want to eat anything out. And I'm like, fuck it. I drive by a Taco Bell, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get a taco, and I'm going to get a bean burrito. Nothing crazy. Bro, I'm not lying to you. I've thrown up 7 times before this podcast, because I'm like, dude, I don't feel good. And when I ate, I took 2 bites into it. I'm like, this doesn't taste, something about this seems wrong. And I'm like, into the burrito. That was the first thing I ate. And I'm like, something seems wrong. And then I just I came home, and I'm like, you know what? I think you got to throw up. And I threw up once, and then again, and again, and again. And then for the last 30 minutes, I threw up 7 times. Just get it. I'm like, fuck it. Get it all up and out of me. And I feel fine now. Knock on wood, but we'll see. We will see. We will see. So yeah, I just got off work. So that's the reason why I'm like in my work attire. You might be like, what? Did you just get off a safari? This is what it looks like you just got done. Like, I don't know about you, but I got a couple of these fucking I don't know, what do they call them? Fishing shirts, the button-up fishing shirts. Holy crap. I mean, I'm not telling you these are the things I'm going to wear all the time. No, but I get it. Especially, it's been 101, 102 degrees where I'm at. And oh my God, these are so breathable. And it covers you up. And they're long sleeve, but then you can roll them up to be like semi-short sleeve-ish like. And then you look like you just got done with a safari. And people think that you know how to like wrangle a fucking rhino. And that's your life. And then you have like really colorful, Nike shoes on. And then people are like, nice shoes. And they're like, what? Who the fuck are you? You look like you're mentally ill a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, so this is where we're at. This is where we're at on this podcast. So I didn't really have much this week because this week was cut short. Because normally I would have longer to kind of prep. And I'm like, I was going to do this show last night, but I took my shower. I got done playing with Lola. And then she's doing I think she's tearing with her toys. I'm like, what the fuck is that loud banging sound? Hold on. I can hear this loud, bang, bang. I think she's thrashing. She has this rooster. Or what she has this new little, it's like a rubber, it's almost like a curvature triangle. I guess triangle. I was going to say pyramid. And you can throw it and it bounces on the hardwood floor. And she just fucking goes ape shit for it. And it's just weirdly shaped where it's hard for her to get a real good grip on it. And so she can only kind of chew on it a little bit. So what she likes to do, my dog likes to do, she loves to find the weak spot in a toy and chew and chew and chew only on that spot. She won't fuck with anything else on that thing other than that one weak spot. And then next thing you know, all the stuffing is out and you're like, shit, Lola, you can't eat this. You can't eat this. And then you have to take it away. And she's had it for maybe 18 hours, maybe. So that little 12-pound thing can just destroy. She just torpedo shit. When she was a puppy, that's what I used to call him. I used to call her Torpina. Because we'd go potty. I was like, hey, you want to go potty? And we go potty. And then I would have her stay on one side of the hallway. And I would go all the way on I'm like, stay, Lola. And then I was like, come here. And then she would just come. And then she would run. And she would maybe I don't know, a foot away. She'd just jump. She'd just leap and just dive into me. It was the most craziest thing. And then she's done it. She did it a couple times last week. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because she hasn't done it. After she turned 10 months, I would say she kind of stopped doing it because I think she just got too big. And she's like, I'd rather do other things. And then it was so funny because she was an ankle biter there for a minute. It was to the point where she would draw blood. And I'm like, well, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing, girl? This is silly. You can't be doing this. Is this what dog parents do? They just talk about their dog and the little things. She's just a bundle of joy, you know what they say? They don't own you, or no, you don't own them. They own you, or some shit, or what do they say about adopted dogs? They don't adopt. I think she's eating the rest of her food. I'm such a horrible parent because I left her food out. Now, I used to do I can't believe I'm doing this. So I used to do time feeding. So she would eat at one time in the morning and one time in the evening. And then after 40 minutes, if she didn't eat all of her food, then it's all right, well, I guess she ain't going to do it. And now I'm like, she's going to eat when she wants to eat. And I just leave it out now. And she eats when she wants to eat. I'm like, that's kind of I feel like that's how it should be. I don't, they say there is no right way. It is just how you do it. Is it right for your way? Is it right for you? I guess it's just, oh man, it's you read so much shit and it says one thing, and then you read so much other things and it says another thing. But even it's much similar to like the recipes, how the recipe, like things you look up some recipe for something. And it's like, when I was 12, back in Tuscany, my grandmother and I used to go up and down the hills and pick fucking raspberries and shit. And those were some good times. Like, raspberries are not even in what I want to make. What are we talking about? And then when I turned 16, she introduced me to this kind of style of cooking and blah, 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 blah. And then this is where this recipe comes from. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, and then you have to like scroll to find like the meat of the fucking thing where this recipe is, where it says 12 pounds of butter or 6 pounds of garlic. You know, it's just like, come on, like quit it. But with dog things is, what was I even talking about with the dog things? Sorry, guys. I threw up 7 times. What do you want from me? What do you want? What do you want? Oh, she came back. She came back into the room. Oh, but they say that, you know, some say to like, they write this whole thing about their dog. And it's like, I just want to know what they say about if I should leave all the food out or should I not leave the food out. She's scrounging. I got her right down. She's great. She's a great dog. So let me see. What did I have to talk about this week? Because, yeah. Oh, did you watch Gumby? Didn't y'all watch Gumby, that show? One of the weirdest things, I remember, I don't know why, I was at work and I just thought about it. I'm like, huh. What an odd show. It was like made in 1955. And it's just like a rubber green, like turquoise. And it was like probably the first time I got introduced, I guess, that color, or it was something for the first time that I was like, oh, that's really cool color. And yeah, it kind of became my favorite. I don't know. I guess more of like the blue, more on the blue side than the green side of the turquoise. Because, you know, turquoise can be kind of like that bluish, or is it? John, I don't think that's like that. I think turquoise is one thing, and then what you're thinking of and what you like is something different. So, anyway, yeah, odd. It was just an odd show. Because I remember, like, it, you know, Gumby, he had these adventures and had to do these things, and then they would have these sub-stories in between the main stories. Because, you know, it'd be like 3 skits of 10 minutes or some shit, like to equal 30 minutes. And in between it, there'd be like these 2-minute things where Gumby would be a bad person to be like chasing the horse. And you're like, what is going on? What is this? I have to watch out for the dog, make sure she's not doing something stupid. Because what she's doing, she's wandering, she's pacing. And she's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You never do this. You never leave the door open when you record. So why are you doing this now? So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Can you guys tell that like I worked today? Because I'm like, all lethargic. And like, I'm like, Gumby, huh? Not that funny. Oh man, my job. So I don't know about you, but I absolutely fucking hate mine. What I tell people all the time, love the insurance. The health insurance isn't bad. Hate the people. Hate them. You ever get a seed stuck in the thing? Oh my God. That pretty much summed up what just happened right there. I can't. I'm sorry, guys. This podcast has gone off the rails because like it was a seed from the lemon, and it fell on the ground. And I'm like, I'll just leave it there and I'll pick it up after the podcast. And then of course Lola comes running in to the room and if I left it there, she would just pick it up and start chewing on it. She's so pissed that I'm doing this right now. It's hilarious. I can just tell. She's so upset with me. She's such a bitch. But yeah, I'm at my job. I had so much anger and so much frustration with these things when I wrote them, and now I'm just like, I just don't really fucking care. The big thing is like, sometimes jobs are just fucking stupid. And you're just like, why can't we just work here, get, get our paycheck and move the fuck on? Like, it's so funny how we have this relationship with these people, and that we can absolutely despise the shit out of them, and we have to see them every day, and we interact with them, and we have this, even though we despise each other, you still have this weird fucking relationship because we have to work together, and you have to like work in somewhat of a unison to be able to get, the whatever the obstacle is done or finished. And you just hate these people. You despise them, and you're just like, why am I here? It's like, oh yeah, money, because I have to pay bills, because not even America, somehow humans have decided that we need to pay to live on this planet that we didn't even choose to live. It's not like we like came from someplace else and now we moved here to, Earth. It's like, no, we were just randomly picked and chosen. And we have to pay rent now to things, and you're just like, what the hell? It's hilarious. She is just roaming and sniffing, aren't you, Lola? Aren't you? Arf, arf. See, she doesn't talk. It's like sometimes I think she's broken, because like I ask her questions all the time and she never says anything back to me. She just looks at me, and I'm like, are you gonna say thank you, or are you gonna say, like, I'll get rent next month? Anything? Like, if she can say, are you gonna say anything? And she says nothing. Right, Lola? Right? She's looking at me from the distance. She's looking at me from the hallway. She's like, you're an ass. Like, she's like, I offered to pay rent once and you said no. I got it. And then, yeah, Lola, but that was one time. She's great though. She hustles everyone up and down the street. Yeah, whenever we go on our walks, there's always other dogs around, and like she goes and she sniffs on them, and like she's always like, she kind of pats them down, gets a couple bucks here and there. It's great. It's hilarious. And then like I come home and I take her collar off, and I'm like, what the hell happened here? And she's like, some people, she's like, I run the numbers. So apparently she runs the numbers in the city, in the town. And if you don't know what those are, it's a Latin thing where usually someone has, it's like this Latin lottery. The numbers it's people still do it. It hasn't stopped. But so yeah, Lil's like, yeah, I run the numbers. I'm the one who does it, and so people have to collect. I have to collect when we go on our walks, and I'm like, oh shit. So it's crazy. It's awesome in that sense, because she does. I guess in turn, she does pay. She does pay for the rent. And did you hear that? Yep. And she's in here with a ball. She's like, I heard you talking. Don't be telling people about what I do. She's like, people don't need to know about me. And she's just gonna chill in here and eat the ball. She finally, I don't know if you guys can see her. She's like right down here. She blends in with the carpet. That's what's so fucked. Because like at nighttime, like, because she comes in the office because it's cold. There's a vent right by this big fluffy rug, and that's where she likes to lay down and take her evening nap. And yeah, and so sometimes it's like I look in here, I'm like, I can't see her, I can't find her. And then I'm like, Lola, where are you? And then she comes out of the office. And I'm like, oh, that is where you're at. But it's just, all I've done is just talk about my dog. This podcast I'm just like, well, like, I don't have any really much else to talk about. But yeah, I had my fucking boss show me his fucking dating profile. He's 37. And I'm like, I don't know why you're doing this to me, dude. Like, we're coworkers. That's all we need to. That's it. That's all we are. I'm not your friend. I don't want to be your friend. I want to be your friend even less now. And it's just Just how it is. It's just like, what? Ugh. But seriously, these shirts are awesome. There's so much room. There's so much room to breathe. You can do so many activities in this thing. You can golf in it. She's over here fucking with shit. If you can't tell, I'm like just counting down the time. I'm like, all right, 10 more minutes. I'm 2/3 done. I'm 2/3 done. But yeah, I had my boss show me his. Yeah, my boss showed me his dating profile, and nothing makes you look more like a loser than being 37 and showing your coworkers your dating profile and showing the girls that you're matching with. It's like, I don't want to know this. I don't need to know this about you. It's weird. It's gross. It's intrusive. Anyone else think it's intrusive? I think it's incredibly intrusive. It's like, I had so little respect for you as a boss, and I have so much I have such little less respect for you now. She's a turd with this toy. See, it's like a little green toy. It's like green. It looks kind of like a pyramid, a round off pyramid. And it's just supposed to be it's just sticky and it's just chewy. I don't know. It's supposed to be a good toy for them, so a dog can't destroy them. It's made for a dog that's 40 pounds, so I'm sure it should take some time for a 12-pound dog to do some damage on it. At least you would hope. I just burped up Taco Bell. That was gross. Ain't that fun, y'all? Ain't that fun, y'all? Ain't that fun? So, yeah, what else do I have? Oh, guys, if I get one more person who tells me it's southeast, then you go a mile and you can turn left and that's where it is, I am going to fucking scream. What are we, a Boy Scout? What are you telling me? Who in the hell? I don't understand. It's to me it seems like magic. Who in the fuck can be like walk outside and be like, that's north? I mean, Muslims can, or they can go east, right? West? I should know this. Oh God. 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 What direction do Muslims pray? It's west. Towards Mecca. Yeah, facing east, not west. Because it's towards Mecca, which is insane if you've never been. This little dog down here. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I told you guys this, but like Muslims believe that the real Jesus wasn't the Jesus that got crucified on the cross. Isn't that crazy? They believe the real Jesus will come back and save everyone. I guess. I don't know. Because I think it's like Muhammad, Jesus, and God. Those are like the three. She's down here like licking the cords. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's looking up at me like, bitch, I am about to chew the fuck out of one of these if you don't stop. Hey. And she's like, looks at me like, what asshole? Like, what are you doing? You're doing some dumb shit. Like, maybe if you weren't doing so much dumbness, then I wouldn't have to be doing this. Because normally this is like cutting into our playtime. Which is true. This is normally when we do get off a lot of our playing time. It's funny in the morning. I can't believe I'm talking so much about my goddamn dog, but she just loves to cuddle in the morning now. It's hilarious. She's this little ball of cuddle. And what's so awesome is that she's been sitting here waiting. Well, for the most part, she's been sitting here. She's just chilling now over here, sitting. Like a good girl, aren't you, Lola? Aren't you a good girl? High five. High five. High five. High five, Lola. Lola. High five. Good girl. Good girl. She gave me a high five. She's an asshole, though. She's like, I'm not going to do it. She's like, I will make you look like a schmuck. I will make you look like one. This is my life. I remember when I held her for the first time. It was awesome. All she started doing, she looked at me and just started licking the crap out of my face. And I'm like, all right, I guess you're my dog. I guess you can be it. And then we were driving in the car, and no joke, no more than 5 minutes. Hold on, I'm almost done. She's like, look at me, like, are you done yet? Come on. No more than 5 minutes into the car ride, she threw up on my lap. It was great. It was a good time. I just laughed, and I'm like, if you weren't so damn cute and so damn small, I would care. Like, she's this little itty bitty tiny thing. She was like 6.5 pounds, almost 7 pounds. Like, and it was hilarious. First night, got back home, took like 3.5 hour drive, got home. She crashed, like she went potty. I took a hot towel, kind of wiped her paws and I wiped her mouth. I was like, oh, you're a good girl. You're going to be good. This is where we're home. This is home now. And she fell asleep on my lap while we're watching TV. And then the next day she was great. Awesome. And then that night when I went to put her to sleep, she just made so much noise in her kennel. And I used to have to, when at nighttime, I would have to go and I would, close it off. She sleeps in a kennel. She did. And then I would put a blanket over it. And so she knows that this is her area and this is her time to go to sleep. And then she just fucking rocked the shit out of the kennel. And I used to have to like, Lola, stop. And then I have to like, stop. And you have to just let them, whine it out. And it sucks because it breaks your heart. And I'm talking about my dog a lot on this podcast. And she's back. And she's back. Apparently, you're supposed to hold your dog a certain way. Oh, hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Yeah, you want to tell people about you running the numbers? Yeah, you want to tell people? I know this is way better than the podcast. I should just do this for 30 minutes. Just have you sit in my lap and lick me. That's sounding gross. She wants to play really bad. I got a minute and a half left, baby. She's like doing this play little nip that she does with me. Yeah. And she's like, bitch, I want to fucking play. I want to play. I don't know what you're doing, why you're doing this. But yeah, guys, so I have like a minute left on this podcast. And this podcast, I pulled through it. I plowed through it like I've never plowed before. And yeah, we're here now at the very end. Thank you so much. Sorry, the next episode will be better. It's just, I have family coming into town, family from the east. So, and all tied together, right? People from that are Muslim, they pray to the east. I have family coming from the east. We are just doing things East Coast style. So, I will see you guys on the next episode. I'm going to go play with my dog. And, yeah, probably get some more kisses and some more hugs. All right, I'll talk to you on the next episode. All right, bye.